Good morning and welcome to the Stahls TV Morning Show. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Karyn.
And I'm excited to have Karyn join me today for the episode. Today we're going to be almost a part 2 of last week's episode. So if you joined Jenna and myself last week on Facebook Live or through GoToMeeting, you probably saw some of the 2017 print and decoration trends. And so we shared a lot of things about foils and glitters and all kinds of unique print locations that you can start to implement. But we didn't really touch on the canvas and what you're actually printing. And so today we're going to share a lot of blank garments that are new to the market and things we're seeing trending in blank garments, and also share some tips for printing those as well. So we've got another exciting episode to help you guys as we're kicking off January here on the morning show. And to start, we're going to show our look of the week. And so we share this every week. It's kind of our weekly inspiration from people on either Facebook or Instagram or anything that our viewers share with us.
So the look we have for you this week is from C.W. Ward, and he created a really cool look. We've been showing a lot of foils. It's trending. You probably talked about foil a lot last week, but he was able to achieve almost a full color look using different colors of heat transfer foil. The way he laid them out, he was able to isolate the areas so the foils weren't running into each other. They were completely separate. So by using one heat transfer vinyl that he cut on his vinyl cutter and different colors of vinyl, he got a 3-color image, which would be considered a full color look, and it probably took half of the time of if he were cutting, 3 different colors of vinyl. He just had to cut that one clear background of adhesive.
Yeah, so it's a really cool way to use the CAD Cut adhesive product in different colors of foil. We've shared a few ways here on the morning show as well as on videos on Stahls TV about how to mix and match different colors. And I mean, it's literally the only limitation is your own creativity with this type of thing. And I think he does a great example of how to use those different colors there. And he submitted that through our show and tell Saturday on our Facebook page. So if you follow Stahls TV on the Facebook page, you can always submit your designs there. On Saturday, we always look through those to get some inspiration and share our look of the week, as well as through email at tv@stahls.com. You can email us directly. And then also being able to tag us on Instagram at Stahls TV. That's another great way to share some of your looks. But we always enjoy seeing what everybody's creating. There were a lot of great ones this week. Again, a lot of cool shoulder prints, stuff with glitter, metallics. And I think it'll lend well to what we're seeing for the 2017 trends for sure.
Yeah, we love seeing what you guys send us.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the look of the week. And then we recently launched a brand new series as part of the morning show. We're going to take about 5 minutes of the episode here to take a Make It Monday concept. And so we're going to show you how to make something that's kind of out of the box. That's the idea with this. We're looking to go outside of the t-shirt, the sweatshirt. And there's a survey that always launches at the end of the morning show. So if you think of something that you want to be included in Make It Monday, feel free to fill out that survey. Let us know something you're maybe thinking about printing or you've had challenges printing, or we can do it successfully on Make It Monday. So Karyn, you want to head over to the heat press and do that now?
Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so for today's Make It Monday, we have, if you can tell, a pad folio, tablet folio for a iPad mini, a Kindle, tiny other 8-inch tablet. And these are really popular. They're really a nice way to keep your tablet protected. They just have some elastic tabs on the inside to keep it strapped in. And it's like almost a cardboard inside with a, what did we decide, vinyl?
It's a vinyl type material on the top, so it's going to be, when you look at tablet cases, we find them in a lot of different fabrics and materials. Most inexpensive one like this have a form of a vinyl on them, which is actually going to make it easy to print with our CAD cut materials. I think you're going to use glitter flake here today, but you may also find them in a felt or a neoprene or some form of fabric like that. So just make sure whatever your tablet case is made of, the material you're applying is compatible.
And we just picked this one up at our local Five Below, but they really sell these tablet folios anywhere. You can find them at Target, Walmart, sometimes even at craft stores. And the best thing is when you find them like this in stores, they're usually not very expensive, and they come in a wide variety of prints and patterns and colors, so you can really mix trendy colors of heat transfer vinyl with these tablet folios to create a completely personalized look, especially if you plan on giving this as a gift or to somebody who plans on giving it as a gift. So I guess we'll get started with the application. So we're just going to continue using the 16 by 20 that's already in the press. And because this opens completely, it's really easy for us to just take the side of the tablet folio that we're printing and lay it directly on the press. There's nothing that's going to get in the way here and give us an uneven print surface. So you just hang that off the side of your press. And we're going to use 2 colors of glitter flake today for our transfer, but I've cut my carriers so closely together that I can just do them in one press. I won't have to do 2 steps. So I'm going to take my transfer and center it on the front of the tablet case. Make sure I get it centered there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop a cover sheet on there. And because the vinyl is kind of squishy, it absorbs the glitter if you give it the full press right away. So I just want to tack it down and peel the carriers off so that the glitter isn't going to cling to, and if it's not staying, I'm just going to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah, so what tends to happen sometimes with this kind of the glossier vinyl material, almost where the glitter particle that's left on the carrier will actually stick. So just by tacking it for a few 3 to 5 seconds, getting that carrier off there, then the extra glitter particle that's left on your CAD-cut glitter flake carrier won't transfer over to the vinyl and stick. So I'll take that for you.
Now, and obviously, even though this won't be washed, we still want to give it a durable application. So we're going to press it again for the full time, and we're pressing this at a lower temperature than we regularly press glitter flake. We have it at 300 degrees. So we're going to give it a longer time under the heat press just to ensure that it stays on there. But you shouldn't have any problems with this application, especially on an item that won't be laundered.
So we're looking at a tack for that 3 to 5 seconds at 300 degrees. Remove the carrier, and then we're just sealing it for another 10 seconds without the carrier to get it to stick and stay on there. And that helps to avoid any kind of scorching or anything on the tablet case, and creates a really nice print there on it. So, you know, the key is definitely making sure that the tablet case you're printing is compatible with the material that you're using, getting a flat print surface. Luckily, a lot of these tablet cases tend to be pretty flat. If they've got some plastic areas on the inside or raised areas, you're going to want to isolate those. So get them off of your platen by holding them off to the side, raising them with a Print Perfect pad. All of that will help printing them successfully as well.
So we have our completely personalized tablet case right here.
Cool. So that's our second episode of Make It Monday. Like I said, if you have something you want to see, feel free to put that in the survey at the end of the episode, but we'll go ahead and head back to the table now. All right, so far we've got Make It Monday, we've had a look of the week. Now it's time to dive into the main episode today and talk a little bit about 2017 blank apparel trends. There's a ton of them. We're going to see a lot of things we saw in 2016 really expand. But as a business owner, and especially a decorator, if you're not up to date on the latest in garment trends, it's really hard to stand out against the competition and being able to compete if you're just printing the same old every day.
Yeah, you want to get outside the box rather than just the standard, square, boxy, hard cotton t-shirts. There's a lot out there, especially now that different garment compositions are trending. You have a lot of options for increasing your offerings to your customers.
Yeah, especially if you're in a lot of the more fashionable markets like the spirit wear, ladies apparel, children's apparel. And so walking away from the cotton garments, as you had mentioned, we're starting to see, it's funny, we were looking through a lot of the new garments over the last couple of days and even weeks getting ready for some trend classes, and we saw that a lot of the garments tend to either have very little cotton or no cotton at all within them. And so the tri-blend is what started last year in this trend. And so if you've seen a tri-blend, I'll start with this tank top here, which is just a tri-blend tank top from Bella Canvas. They still have a ton of styles of these that will be trending for 2017. But the tri-blend, traditionally, if you haven't seen them, are made up of 3 different fabrics, so 50% polyester, and then the other 50% of the garment is made up of a mixture of cotton and rayon. If the rayon content on the garment is higher, it tends to be a little bit more heat sensitive, but the big benefit of these types of garments, which is like this tri-blend tank top here, as well as a few other tri-blends, like this raglan t-shirt from Sanmar, which is part of their district line. A lot of the big benefit of these tri-blend garments is that they're soft, they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and so it's not like a cotton t-shirt. The polyester and the rayon mixed together give them that soft, comfortable drape, that resiliency, so it's still a durable garment, but you're getting a lot more of a comfortable, flowy look.
Yeah, and these shirts, if you're worried because of the heat-sensitive materials that they're made of, a lot of these tri-blends come in heather options, and mainly the heather gray, the light heather grays, medium heather grays, or lighter colored heathers often don't show scorching like charcoals or deep reds or deep orange. So if you're taking a neutral color like this heather gray and making that your background color, adding colors for schools or teams or any kind of spirit wear is really easy, and you're not going to risk ruining this high quality garment either.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges with tri-blends is definitely the heat sensitivity. So if you're currently heat printing these items and you're printing them at a higher temperature, 365, 320 even, you can start to see scorch marks on the fabrics. And so looking for heat temperature or heat transfers that apply at a lower temperature is really ideal. And so one recommendation I would have is to look for lower temperature transfers. If you subscribe to the Stahls TV blog, or if you head over to stahlstv.com today, the blog post is actually all about printing these heat sensitive blended fabrics and shares a ton of different materials and a ton of tips for printing them successfully. So that's definitely a great guide for you to take and print and keep access at your computer, so that way you can remember some of the tips for printing these blended fabrics. But that one again is a tri-blend, so we're looking at rayon, cotton, polyester. And this garment from CMR, which is new this year, is actually really unique. You can see the flow and the drape and just the lightness of it makes it a really great piece, but it's actually a polyester rayon blend, so there's actually no cotton in this garment, although it feels completely like a cotton t-shirt.
It's very soft and it's kind of flowy, but not heavy either, so it doesn't, it doesn't weigh you down at all.
Right.
Even though it kind of has maybe a thicker feel than some of the other tri-blends, it still is very light on your body. It's not going to get weighed down with any of our heat transfer vinyl, and so it's easy to decorate as well.
Yeah, and so the make of this is interesting. It has kind of a drop shoulder that's going on here that makes it really fashionable. And the hemline on the back is actually one that's unique that we don't see real often, because it has this split effect. And unique hemlines are going to be another thing that you'll see trending this year in wholesale apparel, where we're seeing a lot of unique ways that the hemline may be asymmetrical or may have some of these unique prints to them too, and looks. So that's definitely some trends that we're seeing in tri-blends. I think they tend to be popular because people want this comfortable feel. They want this garment that feels soft, that's lightweight, that drapes, and so that tends to be more popular. Because that's what people are wanting, you'll find that you're able to not only stand out against the competition by offering these blanks, but being able to sell them at a higher price because they have a higher perceived value. And a lot of these tend to be in a similar price range than your cotton t-shirts, especially if you were once ordering ladies' garments for maybe $3.99. You may find a tri-blend in a $5.99 or $6.99 range. And so it's not that much more for the look that you're getting and the softness and the comfort level, and you can obviously sell it for a lot more.
Yeah, and your customers will really appreciate the premium feel of the garment.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the trends just in kind of soft garments, tri-blends, all of that. It is not going anywhere. We'll see it continue to be the top trend in blank apparel for 2017 from every supplier on the marketplace and the wholesale market. And then another big trend that I think is really unique, and we'll see a lot of these trends overlap. So you'll see tri-blends in with a lot of the other trends. You'll see performance wear in a lot of these trends. But color blocking is one that I think is just really unique and kind of lends itself to a lot of fun print areas. So these are two of the color blocking garments I think we'd like to start with. So color blocking, again, this looks like a tri-blend type blended fabric. It's actually just a cotton poly, so very soft, has a unique hemline on the bottom here of the shirt, but the cool thing is the color blocking. And so this garment comes from Cavio. It's one of their new tank tops in their line. And not only does it have a unique contrast, which the color blocking, the cool thing about it when you're thinking of decorating is it allows you a really great way to play off of the colors blocked in the garment and the decoration to create a unified piece.
Yeah, you can use the same color as the color in the color blocking. You can use contrasting colors, complementary colors, and the best part is with the color blocking, it not only offers you more options in terms of coloring, but also placement as well, because you can really offset different parts of the garment by placing your design in unique locations where you wouldn't normally place them on a solid colored t-shirt.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about color blocking. It may allow for some maybe unique print areas down the back of this razorback. And this one specifically, Kavia brought out a lot of school colors. So if you're selling into the spirit wear school shades, there's like a royal, a red, a maroon, orange. So a lot of those standard spirit wear colors play well into that garment. And if you're talking a little bit about this one, this is definitely a fan favorite, I think, here at the morning show. So it's got a cool color blocking effect for sure.
Oh yeah, I think everybody, at least in the Stahls TV content creation office, loves this anorak jacket, and your customers will love it too, mainly because it offers them a lot of options in terms of placement for their designs. You can offer to them sleeve prints that you wouldn't normally be able to put on shirts, and it offsets really well with the color blocking. You have opportunity for a left chest logo with the half zip. You can put a design on the pocket down here on the bottom of the anorak, and it also offers hood prints opportunities and full back designs, so you can really customize this hoodie in almost any way possible.
Yeah, and this anorak jacket's from Pennant Sportswear, Pennant, and you'll notice the back's just kind of a solid play on the color. So the main color blocking part is that white on the front of the jacket, but one of the great things about this jacket is it's really popular right now for Greek, spirit wear, dance apparel. So if you're selling into any of those markets, this jacket, the style of this jacket, where it's kind of like a rainwear jacket, is really popular. This is just 100% polyester, so it's actually incredibly easy to print. Obviously, if you keep it more of a lower temperature, you'll have much more success in printing that 100% polyester garment. Couple other color block options really trend well to what we're seeing in the industry, and we've seen for a while. You guys have probably seen or may have seen the oversized shirt. We shared a lot on the morning show. So this is a short sleeve style that will continue to be popular from Boxercraft. And just as a side note, the oversized shirt's not going anywhere. We're still going to see it popular for at least another year, probably another 2 or 3, but different styles. So this one is much more lightweight. It's a slub cotton, has the color blocking split effect to create some cool print areas. So just another garment there to lend to that.
And I think they do have a long sleeve version of the oversized shirt too, in that lighter slub cotton feel with some color blocking stripes on the sleeves as well. So you can get the long sleeve version if necessary.
Yeah. Yep. So great options for more lightweight, not that heavier weight cotton again that we used to see. And then this color blocking garment from Sanmar is new this year. And so it kind of plays on that same color blocking oversized shirt effect, but it's actually a fitted ladies garment. So it has a nice standard fit to it. Works really well again for the spirit wear, the retail market. A lot of opportunity here, even if you're decorating for more of a corporate market, because it's much more of a tailored look for a ladies item here.
Yeah, this shirt almost mimics a raglan, but without the full front being one solid color. It kind of just bands around the entire top, front, and back with the sleeves.
Yeah, so it's a great one as well from Sanmar that you'll see new this year. If you headed out to the Long Beach show, you may have already seen it, or on their website. It's now available, but it's definitely going to be a popular one for 2017. So color blocking we'll see throughout not only garments like these, where we're seeing a lot of the tri-blends that are color blocked, but we're also going to see it a lot in performance wear. Performance wear is another fabric type in the market that I think is going to be staying, and it's going to be continuing to rise. So it's either going to be tri-blends or performance wear.
Oh yeah, they're both really popular, and they're also soft, so they all kind of have that one thing in common too. So
yeah, there's a lot of different styles there for performance wear. This one to start really lends to what we're seeing trending in performance wear and athleisure in general. So just being able to sell something that's more of a lifestyle piece, and this textured performance wear is now available from Sanmar as a wholesale garment from the Sport Tech line. But one of the great things with this is it creates that contrasting look with the color blocking sleeves. It comes in a variety of colors and has this really cool striping effect in the textures of the shirts. Incredibly easy to print and lightweight as well.
Yeah, and what's really great about garments like these now are that with the color blocking and the prints, they are mimicking what you would see in a retail store. So people who are going to the gym early in the morning can leave the gym. They don't have to worry about changing their clothes. If they have to go grocery shopping or do some errands after the gym, they can just wear their performance wear out, and it still looks extremely fashionable.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of people wanting a garment that kind of transitions. I think in the past when people thought performance t-shirt, they thought, oh, I'm printing for a gym, or I'm printing for a fitness market, or maybe I'm printing for somebody who's outdoors and wants something softer. But now we're seeing this even brought into corporate apparel and everyday wear through spirit wearing items. This is another play from Sanmar, again on that same black electric striped pattern. But the cool thing with this is I can easily see this worn in a corporate setting. While it's performance wear and it's super soft, this still has that high-end look that we're seeing a lot of people in the corporate casual market moving towards. And this one was printed with foil text. So the print location that's on here, foil text is an incredibly thin material. And so you can really get creative and allow the texture in some of these garments, like with this heavier jacket, pick up some of that texture and create a really nice print location on the garment. So we're seeing a lot of that there in that Pixel Solutions design with the foil text. So just another great way to share some of the print tips that we shared last week and include them in the garment also.
Definitely.
All right, so we have two other options here we want to share for some performance wear from J America that I think are really unique, especially for the spirit market, because they lend to some of those bright colors we're seeing for spring and just create some really cool effects.
Yeah, and what's really unique about some of these hoodies that they're bringing out now is that to differentiate them kind of from your typical hoodie, not only do they have a new neckline, that scuba neckline that keeps them fashionable, but they have their string in the hoodie color blocked, and it's actually showing on the outside of the hood, kind of like a laced, a woven effect through the hood, and with the matching colors on the inside.
Yeah, so both of these garments, again, we're seeing, it seems like from a lot of these suppliers, these textures, these color blocking. The scuba neck is one that got really popular in the retail market that we're now seeing an option in wholesale in this J America blank here. But it creates some really cool prints. And when I think about printing on this, I would probably consider going with maybe a standard black color on this to really pop off of the busy texture of this fabric. Maybe going with a matching neon color on this one just to kind of take the contrast of the hood and bring it into the design of the garment as well.
Yeah, these bold prints and bright colors really give you the opportunity to use more basic color vinyl to create your designs, because the wow factor and the pop can come out of the garment itself, and the vinyl becomes kind of an accessory to this nice high-end garment.
Right, so it makes it much easier for printing with single color heat transfers or two color heat transfers, and not having to get too crazy with the actual logo, which tends to be more difficult to print a multicolor logo.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'll set these off to the side here. See if we covered everything we wanted to cover, mostly on performance, where a lot of color blocking, a lot of textures. This tends to be what we're seeing. But the textures, I think, aren't just staying in performance wear. While we saw a lot of them there in those striped garments, we're seeing it in the heathered patterns and the tri-blends. We're seeing it in a lot of different styles. These are just two more examples of different textures that we're seeing. So we've got the glitter t-shirt there from J America. They've got glitter hoodies, glitter zip-up jackets, and it just creates a really unique sparkle texture in the garment. So if sparkle's kind of your thing and that's a market you go after, these will continue to be popular in a texture way. And this one is, again, just another blended fabric, so it's super soft, flowy, lightweight, and this unisex shirt from Bella Canvas, but this one has a marble texture. So you're noticing how the coloring of the garments marble through. And I think we may have shared some of the different styles from Bella Canvas that'll continue to be popular on the morning show before, but the marbled finishes, their mineral wash and acid wash, even their black heather, which was recently launched, will be incredibly popular this year as we start to see people wanting to do blended fabrics or heathered fabrics with maybe that tonal look that we shared on last week's morning show, where you're putting a black print onto a dark black heathered shirt. So create some really cool effects there. These also look really great with metallic foils and glitters, just to add some different effects.
Oh yeah, if you're already using glitter, this glitter shirt really will appeal to that, maybe cheer dance team. They'll go all right for this.
Yeah, so being able to pair your finish with these garments and really leveraging the texture or the pattern or the print that's within the garment when you're designing can really lend to a really unique garment. All right, so that lists for some textures. Now, another one that I kind of thought was interesting that's became popular this year is the dad hat.
The dad hat, it's everywhere.
Yeah, we've talked a while about the flat bill hat. It was really popular over the last 2 years, and now we're starting to see a lot of people moving towards these dad hats that have that soft crown. They're very much more of a mineral wash, more of a lightweight, softer hat, just your standard everyday hat. So they're calling them dad hats now, and moving away from the flat bill printing, do more customization on these types of hats. Easily can be printed with a heat press. If you're using a cap press that's designed for printing on hats, you're definitely going to want a dedicated press for these. But they are definitely what is trending in streetwear and spirit wear and corporate apparel, even for the headwear market.
Yeah, I see these hats in every retail store now. Even Victoria's Secret has their own version of the dad hat hanging off of their shelf. So
yeah, so it's unisex as well. So it's not even just a dad hat. It's for everybody, for teenagers up through all of your customers as well. So it goes through all the markets. And then the last trend that kind of covers across a ton of markets and garments, because we see it a lot in children's apparel and in juniors apparel, spirit wear, dance wear, is just different garment cuts and styles. So we're seeing fringe, we're seeing ruffles, we're seeing all kinds of different elements brought into the garment to make the garment a standalone piece that is truly eye-catching. So you can easily just add those single color monograms or those simple decoration and create a stunning piece that looks like something in a high-end retail boutique.
For example, we have this, I absolutely love this cute little child's hoodie with all these ruffles, but not only does it have ruffles around the hem and around the edge of the sleeve, they've even gone and put ruffles around the top of the hood. So really you can ruffle almost an entire garment. Oh, they have it like that on this dress too. Ruffles around the sleeves and the bottom.
All around the bottom hemline. And so we're seeing a lot of people that sell into the children's market really gravitate towards these blanks, and both of those are from Cavio as well. They have a huge expansive children's line with ruffles and fringe and all kinds of stuff that's trendy for that. But if you're selling into the children's market, I definitely recommend looking towards those garments. Now, of course, some of these ruffles, particularly on this black dress, are a little bit thicker, so they're going to cause, you don't want to press them down, you don't want to get them smashed or get them in the way of the heat transfer. So you definitely want to isolate that print location. If you're printing a small children's dress like this, having access to a small platen like the 6x10 that we show here on the morning show would really be ideal. If not, a printing pillow or a print perfect pad will both be able to allow you to isolate that print location, so these thick ruffles on the sleeves aren't going to get into the way of the print location. So ruffles are definitely big in children's apparel, and fringe is big in both children's, not children's, more or less, more of the youth and juniors market. And so we're seeing a lot of these fringe accents, again, continuing into the garments. This one's just a simple children's dress, so it just has a little bit of fringe on the bottom. But there's even more unique garments as we move towards more of a standard fringe all the way up, so you can start just a little or all the way up and get a full fringe on the garment. And this just really makes this piece incredibly edgy. It completely changes the look of the garment, the way it fits, the way it looks, the market maybe that you're selling to. All of this just changes that. So for me, I think this is really great for a dance or cheer shirt. Even if you're working in more of a retail-inspired design where you're putting maybe just graphics on to t-shirts, this one's great for that too.
Yeah, the shirts are so fun with the fringe and the ruffles. Your designs generally will be fun as well with bright colors, probably picture images, cartoony looks, kind of similar to things that you would see in a store like Justice or children's boutiques.
Yeah, that's the neat thing about a lot of the blank apparel that we're seeing here today, and we've showed you guys, is that it seems like the retail looks that we're seeing are very quickly moving into the wholesale market through suppliers like Bella, Sanmar, Cavio, J America. And so you're able to really mimic what people want and they're seeing in the retail market with the blanks that you're choosing in the wholesale market as well. So it's a great opportunity for those of us that are in the decorated apparel industry as it continues to become more popular. The last trend is raglans. So raglans, kind of surprising that they're becoming so popular this year.
Yeah.
They're moving more towards the, in all markets. We're seeing it in children's apparel, we're seeing it in men's apparel, ladies' apparel. So just kind of the idea of bringing that retro vintage look back into apparel. This one's just a children's heathered version. Again, we're seeing heathered, blended fabrics, and the raglan style of shirt all together into a really popular piece. And so think about that if you're looking at a market that maybe lends well to more of a vintage retro feel. It changes the way the transfer looks, changes the market. So maybe if you're printing for schools, pairing this with a distressed transfer would be a great option.
Yeah, and the best part about the raglan is that it generally has that open full front area with the different color on the sleeve. So you have almost limitless options for the front and the back of the shirt. It's that one solid color, so you can pretty much go any direction you'd want in terms of color or design.
Yeah, so it kind of picks up on the same effects that we see on the color blocking garments and everything that we shared a little bit earlier. All right, so I think in a nutshell, that is most of the blank apparel trends we wanted to share with you guys here today. The big important factors is it's going to get softer, it's going to get more lightweight, hemlines and fringe and all kinds of stuff are going to be brought into garments. We're going to see a lot of unique textures and colors. It's an exciting time to be in the apparel industry because you're really on the forefront of a lot of these fun, trendy garments, and we've seen blank apparel change so much over the last 5 years or so with these types of styles. And so that will conclude our blank apparel episode. Joe, if we had some questions coming in during the morning show that we can kind of share on either Facebook or GoToMeeting.
Yeah, several people are asking about suppliers, in particular for the lavender hoodie, the anorak jacket, and the split back shirt.
Okay, so the split back shirt from the beginning of the episode was actually from Sanmar. So sanmar.com will get you information on that one. The anorak jacket was from Pennant Sportswear, Pennant, as they have a variety of colors available for that one. And then the last one, I believe, would have been this purple cosmic hoodie, and this is available from any J America supplier. So J America is the one that manufacture these, but you can purchase them from any supplier like S&S Activewear or anybody who resells J America.
They'd also like to know now about a wholesale distributor for the fringe shirts. And if you could just give the item number for the blue and white shirt.
The Sanmar item?
That one.
Okay. The fringe tanks are actually all available from Cavio, and Cavio sells direct, so you're able to set up your own account with them and buy direct from Cavio. So the ruffles, the fringe, all of that stuff is available from them. And then let's take a look and see if we can find an item number on here for this one. I don't have it written down. This blue and white shirt, again, is from Sanmar, and the item number was DT2700, so 2700. All right, appreciate the questions, guys. Sounds like you're all interested and excited to get some of these samples in, start printing them, and have some ideas for your customers. I appreciate Karyn joining me today. Next week, Josh will be back from the Long Beach show, and he and I will be talking a lot about some business trends that we're seeing to help your business grow for 2017 as well. So we'll see you then.